Hi there, my name is Finn and I'm an amateur woodworker and maker. I recently got this gift. It's great, it's fun, there's a lot of things you can do with it. There's a lot of different applications which I was really excited to try, playing the piano with it and maybe do some woodworking with it. However, I really don't have anywhere to put it. I usually put it on a table or on my desk or, next to my sofa, anywhere basically where I last used it. Sometimes I leave a remote somewhere in my house and then it takes me 15 minutes to find it and I just give up. It's not really efficient and I'm all about efficiency. So I really wanted something that was on the wall and that was fairly elegant for me to basically put this thing on display all the time. I think it looks great and whenever it's convenient to reach, you use it a lot more often. So being a woodworker, the first thing that I did was starting to mock up a lot of different options for how I could put it on the wall. I was looking online for different solutions and they were all white and plasticky and I don't think it fit the whole aesthetic of my house. So I made this. Yes, it does look like a smiley face. However, it's also very practical and simple. So I'm gonna show you in this short video how to put it on the wall. It comes with a bracket, so you can build your own. There's a lot of ways to build your own. You can just build a little shelf, do some holes, or you can just use the one that I made, which is of course in the description. And fairly easy to install. I think this should take only a few minutes and you don't need a lot of tools. So you only need three things to install the shelf: a drill, a level, and a stud finder. If you don't have a stud finder, it's great, it's cheap. However, this one died on me. So I will show you really quickly how to find your studs. The studs are the things in the wall, so whenever you drill on it, you know that the shelf won't go down over time and it's gonna stay really a part of your house. It's gonna be super solid. So the next step is finding where to put the mount. So for me, I'm gonna put it here. I have a lot of empty space and there's actually a plug there, which is gonna be great to keep my headset always charged. I had a few different options, however, they were not as practical. So let's go ahead and install the bracket. As I mentioned, there are a few different ways to find the studs, so the shelf is really sturdy and solid. Using a stud finder is the easiest way by far, however, that one died on me. So the other method that I'm gonna use today is just a strong magnet, because your wall is installed with a lot of screws, so the magnet will show you exactly where the studs are. Let's go ahead. So it's been a couple of minutes and I just basically moved this magnet around my wall and I just found my stud, which is right here. And as you can see, because there's a screw behind that wall, this is exactly where my stud is. And lucky for me, it's exactly in the middle between this frame and the wall. So it's gonna be dead center, it's gonna look great. All right, so now that I know where my stud is, I'm gonna try to see which height I wanna put my shelf in. I think the best height for me will be exactly where my hand can reach. If it's too high, it's gonna be annoying. If it's too low, it won't look as good if you look at your headset from up above. So I think this is about the height that I'm gonna use. It is great. And before proceeding, I'm gonna just use a little pencil and do a little mark where my stud is. All right, while we're at it, a small method too is to just knock. And if you can hear it on the camera, there are two different sounds and you can see which one is hollow and where the stud is. Okay, so the pack actually, the one that I'm making, if you make your own, you can order these on Amazon. And basically this is a really simple T-bracket that goes like this. This will support the little shelf and this will be on the wall. There are two ways to mount it. Either you use just a screw directly in the stud if you're sure that there is a stud there, or you can use these, which can, I think, handle up to 50 pounds. So that's more than enough for what we're aiming for. And you can just make sure that at least one of the three is on a stud for maximum strength. All right, so in my case, the middle hole will be exactly where the stud is. So what's gonna happen now is that I'm gonna just put one screw in the middle. I'm gonna make sure that this is level, and then I'm gonna put the other two screws. Once that is done, I can just put the little shelf on it, and there's two different holes there. And I already pre-drilled 2 holes on my little shelf, so they're gonna be dead center. And I also hollowed at the back, so everything sits flush against the wall. All right, so now that I put 1 screw, I'm gonna just put this here. I'm gonna make sure the bracket is actually straight. And once I am satisfied, I just need to remove it and with a pencil just mark the 2 different holes of the bracket. All right, so as you saw, that only took a few minutes. It's on the wall. It looks great. I just need to pass a wire now down the wall, but it's exactly at my height, and it's something that I can just use in and out really quickly. I put 2 holes just for the remotes. They fit in there quite nicely, and the whole thing together doesn't take a lot of space. So if you want it, I'm gonna put a link in the description. However, you can make your own. It's really just a plank with 2 pieces, 2 holes and a bracket. I just decided to go fancier with nicer wood. This is hard white maple. So it's something that, will last and stand the test of time.